Hello. I think my voice is audible and screen is also visible to you, everyone. Hope everything is clear. So I got one question. By default, the main thread is present in Python. Yes. So it is activated in every program, or else it will be activated in after creating a thread. No, remember, main thread is not to be created. Generally, every program is also a thread. A program is also a thread. If you want, you can divide the program into multiple threads. Okay. So by default, a main thread is available. That is not a problem. I will start the session in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, fine. I will start the session. Okay, in the last sessions, we discussed the concepts related to object oriented programming. What are the things that we covered? Class, object, that is the creation of a class, creation of an object, and within the class, we are writing some members, that is methods, different types of methods, different types of variables. So, that is the basic part. Once that is completed, next we are moving into object oriented programming features. What we discussed, polymorphism. Under that we covered overloading and overriding. Overloading and overriding, inheritance, especially multiple inheritance. Remaining inheritance are very simple. Okay, the main important thing is multiple inheritance. How do you solve the problem of multiple inheritance? That is diamond problem, the most important interview question, the diamond problem, and we provide the solution to the diamond problem. Okay. Along with, we discussed encapsulation. In that encapsulation, we discussed private to public protected access specifier. Fine. Okay. So inheritance completed, polymorphism completed, encapsulation is completed. After that, we covered abstraction. So for achieving abstraction, we are going to the concept of abstract class. So by that, we completed OOPS principles, OOPS features. Immediately, we are moving to the very, very important point of any programming, that is exception handling. So you know the importance. Without exception handling, what happened? An abnormal termination occurred. For example, you written a program which consists of some thousand lines. Because of one small mistake, immediately we are coming out of the program. That leads to entire program performance is poor. So exception handling plays a very crucial role. There we discussed how to return the expression in the try block, except block, else, and what is the importance of finally. So generally all those are used for user predefined. Along with in some restrictions, user can define their own exception. User can define their own exception. So we discussed how to create our own exception class and how do we raise the exception. Okay, that's finally after completion of that we discussed the concept of multi-threading, right? So these are the things in the last session, that is in the last week especially. Now today in this session we are going to the next topic. Generally, what is the next important topic for any programming? That suppose you are writing one program or you are doing one project, so the next important thing is files. Okay, first of all, what is the meaning of a file? Why the files are used? In the simple scenario, files are used to store some information. Simply our book notebook is a file. Within the book we are writing some information. Exactly, file is used to store some information. Okay, in the general sense, the general files are divided into two types. Files are divided into two types. One is text file, second one is binary file. Other categorizations are also there: CSV files, JSON files, etc. etc. First, I will move level by level. The basic categorization of files are two types: text file and binary file. The name specify text file. Simply, we are writing some information in a user readable format, like our MS Word, .txt files, etc. Suppose I open some notepad. Within the notepad, I written some information. Actually, that information is understandable to all the users. That information is understandable to all the user. Okay, one second. Yes, information is all the users. That is text file. Now binary file, in the sense information, the name specify binary. Information is in the form of zeros and ones only. Zeros and ones only. It is not possible to read the information by the humans. Generally the binary information is read by the mission. I think you know that one. Low level language, that is the mission level language, high level language. High level language in the sense the language that is understandable by the human, that is text to file. Binary in the sense everything in the form of zeros and ones, that is binary file. Anyway, whatever the file, we are doing operation. Generally generally what are the operations you are doing? Generally we are doing two operations. One is reading, second one is writing. Yes or no? Reading, suppose I have one notebook is there. Assume that is the file. From the file, what you are doing, we can read the information from the file, or else we can write some information into the file. Basically we are using these two things. Now what is the first step? If you follow the order, what is the first step? Before reading or before writing, the first step is you need to open the file. Yes or no? You need to open the file. After opening only, you are doing the read and write operation. Once your operation is completed, what you are doing? Closing the file. Okay, now in the first part we discussed how to open a file, how do we perform read and write operation, finally the way of closing the file. Clear? Now For opening a file, Python consists of some predefined function. Open off. First, I will explain the syntaxes, and then I will explain the same syntaxes by considering the examples. Now, problem open off. Here you are writing file name, comma, mode. What is the meaning? Open. Suppose in my system, multiple files are available. For example, assume my file names are sample1, sample2, sample3. Or else in your bag, multiple notebooks are available. Which book you want to open? You need to specify, I want to open Python notebook, I want to open Java notebook. Exactly. So open, the first parameter is file name. That means here you need to give name of the file. Okay, I think everyone understand. Mode, this plays very very important role. Mode in the sense, for what purpose you are opening the file, reading purpose or writing purpose, you need to mention clearly. I open the file in read mode. That means you can perform only read operation. Suppose sometimes remember, if you open some word documents, some message is displayed, this is read only document. What is that message? If it is read only document, in the sense you are not allowed to modify, you are not allowed to write anything, just to read the information. Or else you can open the file in write mode, so we are writing some information. Okay, so open of the name of the file, and in which mode we open. If file is open, fine. Once a file is open, it returns one file object. You can use any name, not only F. You can use any name. Now, what is the F? F is the file object. What is F? F is the file object. This object points to the opened file. F points to the opened file. Okay. Now, one example. F is equal to open of, suppose within quotation you need to write either single quotation, double quotation, not a problem, sample.txt, comma, next to what you required mode. Sir, I don't know modes. So this is, this is simple notepad. .txt means a simple notepad. But remember, we have different types of modes. R, W, A. Basic modes. R, W, A. I think you know that one. R in the sense read only. W in the sense write only. A in the sense append only. What is the differences among these? For example, in quotation I written R. The meaning is, in my system sample.txt file is existed, I open the file in read mode. That means from the file just I am reading the information. Now the question is, if you open the file in read mode, suppose this file is not available in my system, what happened? It gives an error, file not found error. Clear the point? So if the file is available, then only it opens the file in read mode. Suppose if the file is not available, it returns an error. File is not available, it returns an error. Clear? No. Second one, I will show all the possible cases. Don't worry. Now W, write only. What is, for example, if sample.txt file is not available, assume in your system sample.txt file is not available, but you are trying to open in write mode, it does not give any error. If you open in write mode, if the file is not available, then system automatically creates this file. Where? Where? The Python location, where your Python programs are saved in the default location, system automatically creates this file, and whatever the information that you want to write, we are writing that information. Clear? Suppose, sir, if the file is already existed with some information, file is not available, it will create the new file and write the information. Suppose if the file is already available and the file already consists of some information, then if you open the file in write mode, simply it to overwrite the existing data. For example, it consists of some information, hello, welcome to Python. If I open in write mode and write in the statement, welcome to Java, it does not add. It to override the information every time whatever you written that freshly appears on your file. Clear? Now append mode. Append, think you understand? Append means adding. Same concept. If the file is not available, then creates a new file. Append in the sense this is also writing. Creates a new file and write the information. Suppose if the file is already existed with some data, append means add the data. Whatever the data existed, for that data, we are adding a new one. We are adding a new one. Now, you got the differences among RU, WA. Along with three modes are there: R plus, W plus, A plus. Observe the difference between R, W, A. In R, if the file is not available, then from which one you are reading? Writing and appending, we are writing. That is the reason if it is not available, we are creating R plus, W plus, A plus. These three, we are performing read operation and write operation. The remaining concept is same. Suppose R plus, it perform both read and operation, both read and write operation. If the file is not existed, it gives an error. If the file is existed means perform read operation and you can perform write operation. W, I think you got the difference. R plus means if the file is not existed, even though read and write, it gives an error. W, if the file is not existed, create the file, perform read and write. You know the write logic. Write logic is overwrite the data. It just means if the file is not existed, create a new one, or else if the file is existed, read the data and append the data. Okay. So in the most of the scenarios, we are preferred to use this one. To avoid any confusions, we are using this one, RUWA. Now, the last one, these six are available in the remaining languages also. That is in basically C language also, these are available. Now, Python have one more additional mode, that is X. X is available. So the purpose of X is just to creation of a file. Just to creation, it does not do any read operation, does not do any write operation, just to create a file. Suppose if you want to create a file, if the file is already existed, it gives an error. If the file is not existed, it creates the file. If the file is not exist create. If the file is existed, it gives an error. Okay. Now I opened some file by using this type of statement. I opened some file. I think everyone clear. Any doubts under opening a file? Read plus write, both it will give, sir. Exactly. R plus gives both read and read operation and write operation. W plus also gives read and write operation. A plus also give read and write operation. What is the difference in W plus or A plus? If the file is not existed, W plus A plus, if the file is not existed, then create a new one. On that one, perform either write operation or append operation. But R plus read and write. If the file is existed, if the file is not existed, it gives an error. Whatever we discussed, RUWA, exactly the same things. Exactly the same things. I think clear now. Okay. Now, oh, 1 second. Okay. By this, you understand how to open a file. Clear? 1 second. 1 second. What happened? By this, you understand how do we open a file. Suppose the file is open. Assume right now the file is open. After that, what you are doing? You can do read operation, write operation. Yes or no? First, I will explain read operation. I will explain only one method. I will do the program. Read operation in the sense reading information from the file. Reading information from the file. Okay. Now the method name is read off. Read off is the method which is used to read information from the file. So from which file? One file object is created, f dot read off. F dot read off. If you want to close, suppose after reading completion, if you want to write f dot write off, here you are writing some information. Anyway, I will explain. For closing, the method name is f dot close. For closing, the method name is f dot close. Okay. Now file, some new file, create one file. For example, file f is equal to open of, sorry, here open of some sample dot txt, comma, read more. Remember, either singular or double quotations, that is not a problem. Okay. Print f dot read off. So f dot read means we are reading the information from the file. So that needs to be displayed in your screen. That is the reason I call the f dot read in print statement, or else assign to some variable and then print the variable f dot close. Here, save, demo files. Run this one. Welcome to Python. Okay, here what happened? Already some file is existed. Maybe some file sample.txt is available. That is the reason only it reads the information. Now we will check whether sample.txt file is available or not. Okay, we will check. If the file is available, that is the reason it does not give any error. So where you need to check? Here observe the path. Here observe the path. Here, this is the location your program is saved. See users like this. See users NAGR. Here slash app data. Actually app data is not visible. This is the location. So here in this page, observe the top corner, see users, this is the location where your Python program is saved. At the same location only your sample.txt file is available. Now we will check whether that particular file is available or not. Here see this one, sample, created on approximately 2023. Sample file is available. Check what is the information in the file. Welcome to Python, welcome to Java. This information is available actually. That is the reason it displays the output. Welcome to Python, welcome to Java. Okay, for example, sample 242.txt. Okay, this file is not available. Now what happened? It gives an error. See, file not found error. No such file or directory. You got it? I think everyone is clear. If the file is already available, then I am reading the information. If the file is not available, so simply displays the error in read mode. Now, okay. For example, this is available. We will do operation. Open this one. Welcome to Python. Welcome to Java. For example, welcome to CPP. Save. Assume my file consists of these three lines of information. Carefully, three lines of information, right? I used the word three lines of information. Again, I run the program. Observe what is the output. Whatever information available in the file, in which format. Previously it is in a single line. That single line is displayed. Now my file consists all the three lines. Now what is the read method? The read method reads the entire information from the file. Read the entire information from the file. Now this read method has one more variation, that is within the parenthesis you can write some value. Assume n. That means the instead of reading the entire information, the number of characters that you want to read, I am not reading the total file. For example, I given some 10. Always from the beginning. Remind, always from the beginning. From the beginning, it reads only 10 characters. It reads only 10 characters. Up to 2 only 10 characters. For example, 30. It reads 30 characters. So here 17 characters are there, remaining some 30. Assume 30 characters. Now you got the point. Just to read means the entire information is read. Read of some parameter means that many number of characters are read. Now one more function is there. Read line of. Read line. It reads one single line. It reads one single line. That is, it reads the first line. It reads the first line. Run. So only first line. Here observe, it gives some space here. Up to now, once the output is displayed, immediately these three angular brackets are came. But here, what is that one? Generally, while typing my file, what I am doing? After welcome to Python, I press enter. Enter. That is a new line character. That new line is attached automatically. Suppose, for example, if I written like this, now what happened? First line 1 is read, followed by line 2. Followed by line 2. Initially at the starting, the cursor is at the beginning position. After reading the first line, the cursor move to starting of the second line. After completion of second line, the cursor move to starting of the third line. Like that. Run this one. Two lines are read. Clear? Line by line gap. The last one is read lines of. Read lines of. Now here also it reads the entire file. It reads the entire information from the file. Immediately one doubt comes into your mind. Sir, the read method also read the entire information from the file. The read lines also read the entire information from the file. Then what is the difference? The difference is the very important. Understand that difference is read method. For example, it consists of 10 lines. The read method read in the form of 10 lines. The read lines method returns the output in list format. Returns the output in list format. List means some set of elements. Here, what is an element? Each line is considered as an element. Each line is considered as an element. Now run and observe the output. List square bracket, yes or no? Welcome to Python. Here already I said previously, after completion of every line we have new line character. I press enter, so slash n. Welcome to Java, I press enter, slash n. After welcome to CPP, here I am press enter, but I am not doing any typing. Press enter. Now run, slash n. You got it? That's the enter is replaced with the slash n. Now what happened? Line by line, line by line. That is the point. For example, for you can use for loop also. For I in f dot read lines of print I, what happened? F dot read lines means of elements. How many number of elements? Now my list consists of 3 elements. In the first iteration, this value is taken. Next iteration, this value. Next iteration, this value. For I in read lines of. So, okay, simple thing. That is not a problem. See, welcome to Python slash n is executed. Welcome to Java slash n. Welcome to CPP slash n. Okay, finally completed. What read operation? We can read in 4 ways. Directly enter information by using read method. Read the first n characters. Read of n. Read one line. Read line of. Read all the lines as a single. It is the output in the list format. Now remember, if you are written f, by default it takes read lines. You no need to type. Observe the output. Whatever the output we got for the previous, the same output. Observe same or not? Even though you are not written read lines, system takes that read lines if you given file object as f. Fine. Now reading the operation is completed. I remove this one. F dot write off, suppose good evening. Anyway, first it gives an error. F dot write off good evening. It gives an error. I think you know why the error is. Why the error is? Read mode, write mode. I open the file in read mode, but here I am doing write operation. So this is not writable. So what is your aim? Write mode. Then it is allowed to write. Run. Run module. So okay. Here I am reading means I am by using print statement I am getting. Writing in the sense for writing the information. It is not displayed. Well, how do you check? Go to your file and check. Okay. This one, actually this is the why I am showing this one. But by writing write operation, this entire thing is overridden with good evening. But again these 3 statements are available. Remember, even though it is a very silly thing, most of the members fail to this one. What is that one? Actually, they opened the notepad already. Every time they open and check this one, the right operation is not performed. Okay, actually, this is not a joke. Seriously, most of the members doing this mistake in files. So I already opened this one. So I execute the program again. I already opened notepad. Every time, whatever the operation you are showing, this is only displayed. You need to close. You need to close and then open once again. That is the most important thing. Now observe what happened. Whatever the information is existed, that information is overridden. That information is overridden. Now one more point is there. What is the point? If the file is not available, the file is not available. In the read operation, you check that one, it gives an error. In the write operation, it does not give any error. Now check, previously is not available, check 242 file is available, open. So what information I return? Okay, close. Now next one is the last mode is append mode. For append mode also the method name is write only, don't remember forget. So sir, append mode, read mode means f dot redo, write means f dot write to, append means f dot append. No, for append mode also the method name is write only, f dot write of. Already that file consists of good evening message, welcome to Python. I return this statement. Now run, executed, open. See, for the good evening, welcome to Python is attached. For the good evening, welcome to Python is attached. I think everyone is clear with these operations, read operation and write operation. So for simple understanding, first I will explain two programs. The first program is read information from one file, write the information into another file. Simply copy the information from one file to another file. So what happened? For example, f1 is equal to open of this file is already existed with some data. Yes or no? I opened the file in read mode. I opened the file in read mode by using f1 dot of. What happened whenever you are is read? I am reading the entire data. For example, assign it to some variable a or else some data. Assign it to some variable data. What data consists of? The entire information from the file. What is your aim? Whatever the information available in one file, that copies to another file. Now another file f2 is equal to open of sample, suppose 243.txt. In which mode? In write mode. If the file is not available, yes, not available, it will create the file and the file is opened in write mode. f2 dot write off, f2 dot write off data. Okay, now run this one. Sorry, here you need to close, f1 dot close, f2 dot close. Close the two opened files. See, operation is completed. Now check 243 is created. Yes or no? 243 is created. Within 243, whatever available in 2425, that is copied. That is the way to copy the information from one file to another file. Okay. Now I will explain one more point. One method is there. The method is tell. Tell. This also plays very important role. Tell method returns tell method returns the current to position of the cursor. Tell method returns the current to position of the cursor. Okay, what is this one? First we will check print f1 dot tell. First execute, you will get some idea. Print f1 dot tell. Run this one. Oh, sorry, f1. See, 0. I already said always beginning from the file. Always beginning from the file. The cursor is at the beginning position. Now here I am reading some operation. For example, read some 5. I am reading 5 characters. I am reading some 5 characters and then print. Every time I am doing same mistake. F1 dot. See, initially 0 position. After reading 5 characters means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 characters means 0 to 4 characters are completed. Now the cursor is at the next to position 5th. Now you got it. Ftel returns the current to position of the cursor. The current to position of the cursor. Clear? Now along with ftel, one more method is there, seek. Seek. Seek means to move to the cursor. Here, to move to the 5th position, what I am doing, even though I am not interested, I am doing read operation. I am not interested, I am doing read operation. But my aim is instead of reading, directly move. Suppose in tape recorder, instead of listening the songs directly, we are forwarding. Exactly. Seek. So from the beginning, it moves 5 characters. Now observe the tell 05. Now everyone have doubt. Sir, what is the reason for moving? What is the reason for moving? I will show you. Print f dot read off. File, I have the message of good evening, welcome, good space. I think you got it. So by default the reading operation is from the beginning. Now my question is, read the character from 5th position. Read from the 5th position to end. In that situation, first I am moving the cursor to the 5th position and then I am doing the operation. Now you got an idea what is the use of this seek. And tell me at which position my cursor is available, that is for tell. Anyway, I will explain one more program. Suppose sample, check what is the data available in sample. For example, good evening, good morning, good night. Save. For example, the sample file consists the number of words in the. I used multiple words. Welcome to Python program. Good morning to everyone. Good night to all. Now this one. Now understand. How many number of lines? Three lines are there. How many number of characters? Simply you need to count all the characters. How many number of words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How do you get that information? If you understand, I no need to write information. I am reading the information. For example, LC is equal to WC is equal to CC is equal to 0. Initially, I assumed three variables: line count to value 0, word count value 0, character count value 0. Line count, we are reading line by line. How? For that I explain the method. Now understand, whatever we discussed I apply in this program. I want the number of lines, so read the information line by line. How? For I in F, even F, or if you have any doubt you can use read lines. Clear? Even though you are not using read lines, by default F only. Once we entered inside the for loop, in the first iteration, what is the value of I? What is the value of I? The first line. Why? The read lines method creates a list. Each line is considered as one element. Each line, that means three lines are there. So once I entered into the for loop, for what happened? LC is equal to LC plus 1. I am incrementing the line count. Initially, what is the line? 0. For I is equal to. Now, what I consists of? The I consists of welcome to Python program. I consists of welcome to Python program. I am incrementing line count. Next, once you are reading a line, count the number of characters also. Count the number of characters. Now, number of characters, how do you get? LEN, length of I. Yes or no? I, what is I value? I value is a string welcome to Python. Length of I means the number of characters. Each time character count is equal to character count plus length of I. Now, by coming out of the program, first I will execute this one. Print line count LC. Print word count WC. Save. I calculated character counts. Yes or no? I use till now I am not updating. Till now I am not updating WC. That is the reason only it gives 0. Now print LC and CC. So total 3 and the number of characters are 69. Number of characters are 69. Now word counts. Whenever you are reading one line, how do you count the number of words? Generally it is difficult. For that, I is the string, I dot split. So you know the split method. What happened? I dot split. It to perform split operation. Once it performs split operation for the first line, first I is equal to 0 for the first line. Now split operation creates a list. Creates a list. The list consists of four elements: welcome, comma, to, comma, Python, comma, program. I does not need the words. I need just the count. So I dot split returns a list. I am calculating length of list. I am doing length of a list. Now WC is equal to WC plus. See, total 13 words, yes or no? 13 words. Okay, this is the way. But everyone remember, once the program is completed, don't forget to close the file. Don't forget to close the file. Even though you are not closing the file, not a problem, the garbage collector does. But you need to manually close the file, then there is no problem. This is some program. The lastly, one more point is there. That is, that is, suppose if I open the file and I forgot to close the file, I forgot to close the file. For that, another syntax is also there for, that is with open syntax. What is the meaning? With open. For example, file name is some sample.txt. Open as f colon. So whenever you are writing the statement, here some indentation is formed. Whatever the indentation, that is inside. Once we come here means automatically that block is closed. Automatically that block is closed. Now you got my point. 1 second, please. 1 second. Just one message I got. Okay. So anyway, I will explain. Mm, I remove this one. Understand, open with open file name sample.txt. Yes, f. Instead of writing the syntax f is equal to open of, here I written the syntax like this, with open of. Here, for example, f dot write of hello, come out of the file, whatever the statements that you written. So with this indentation, all belongs to that file. For example, f dot write off. I will explain here on which mode you open. I will explain, not a problem. For example, f dot write off good like this. Whatever you written like this, whatever you written, okay, all belongs to same. Now this open syntax is also there, open of. Just for understanding, I written like this. Yes, okay. The only advantage is you no need to close the file. You no need to close the file. Clear? This is with method. This is with method. Okay. Second, I'm regularly getting. Okay. Last point. Till now, we discussed the files with text. That we discussed text files. Now, this R is replaced with RB, WB, AB. RB plus WB plus AB plus XB. All these are used for doing the operation in binary mode, that is for binary files. Now I will check one program whether the program is available or not. Mm, not program. Check one image. For example, see this one. I have one image xyz. Xyz in the sense binary, that is in the form of zeros and ones images. Now what I am doing, everyone observe, f1 is equal to open of xyz dot, what is my file, jpg. So here I am doing read mode. I open the file in read mode. Some data is equal to f1 dot read off. I am reading the entire data. I am reading the entire data. Now f2 is equal to open of dot jpg. I'm reading the entire information from the file. Anyway, how the images are stored in the form of binary zeros and ones pixels. Now I open another file. So this is not available. Use it write mode. So create this JPG file. Now what I am doing? F2 dot write off whatever the data I read. I written all the data. F2 dot write off data. Okay, now finally f1 dot close, f2 dot close, save, run. Okay, now here xyz, check what is the image under xyz, whatever it is, check some image is there. Anyway 128 kb, anyway an image is there of size 128 kb. Now meanwhile check this one. So another image. See, QWERTY one another image is also created. What is the size? 128 kb. So this is the document available. Okay, this document is available. Now open this one. Same document is available. Now you understand. You can do your operation not only in text to files. You can do your operation in binary files also. Suppose check this one. In this type of situation, what happened? Okay, now go to QWERTY. After the size, by seeing size only you got the information. Original my image, open this file because the format is currently unsupported. It is not possible. Now clear. Okay, this is the file. Remember, this is not a simple topic. You have different types of files also, JSON files, CSV files, but follow the same procedure. Suppose operated by using CSV writer, we can, by using the method writer, we can write the information into the CSV file. Reader, we can read the information. So like read and write method, different things have different methods. That is the thing. Okay, so that's the end of files today's session. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, please ask me. So one student asked mode in the sense append mode. Suppose if the file is already existed with some information, okay, f dot write of welcome. Whatever the information that is existed, this new information is added, append. In the list we are using append, exactly same append, exactly same append. A plus means you can do read operation in the same. Actually, till now, what I am doing for read operation, I open the file in read mode. For write operation, again I open the file in write mode. But if you are using W A plus W plus R plus, you can do f dot redo, f dot write to both in a single file. That is possible. You can practice. Okay, fine. Thank you. Good night to everyone. Thank you. I will close the session.